is up? Dave Roll here from AnaboliCooking.com. Today I'm going to show you a pretty easy recipe that sounds actually pretty fancy. It's a roasted chicken breast with walnuts and spinach stuffing. Sounds fancy but super easy to do. It takes about 10 minutes to prepare, not even. So let's check out what you need for this recipe. So you don't need a whole lot of stuff for this recipe. Basically, all you need is a big pan like this one to cook your chicken, good knife, some garlic. Here I got, it's garlic that's already minced. You can say about it at the wholesale store. It's pretty convenient instead of, you know, buying your garlic and mince it yourself. Olive oil, sea salt, black pepper, some spinach, and I got chicken breasts that I bought yesterday as well, and some crushed walnuts. That's basically all you need. So first step, let's start it. So the very first step when you prepare this recipe is to butterfly your chicken breast. The butterfly process is a pretty simple process. It's basically dividing the chicken breast in half, you know, to have it open like kind of a book, so it's going to do like a butterfly. So you can see on most chicken breasts you get two sides like this one. There you go. And now what you need to do is just cut a little bit in the middle like this, and it opens your chicken breast. Well, part is detached now, but it's not a big deal. But see, it's open. That's like actually like a little butterfly. That's what it's called, a butterfly cut. And you gotta do that with all your chicken breasts. So the recipe says 4 chicken breasts. I'm actually gonna cook a little bit more, and because I want more. I want some leftovers for tomorrow. There you go. What's there? There it is. There we go. There's different ways to butterfly. You can actually unroll. Like, see here, I just pretty much slice it in the middle. The other way is to take your chicken breast like this and kind of take a side and just slice it that way. Like this, and you open your chicken breast like this one. So it's like makes a bigger, kind of a bigger breast, but you can actually roll those ones. For example, if you want to roll this recipe, you can do that as well. But butterfly the chicken breast is pretty much just the most simple way to go about it. Now that I've butterflied all my chicken breasts, I'm going to show you what to do. It's pretty easy basically. What you need to do is take some olive oil, okay? So about, I would say, about a good 2 teaspoons per 4 chicken breasts. So that's about 2 tablespoons, sorry, I said 2 teaspoons, 2 tablespoons, and you just rub the chicken breast in the olive oil. There you go. What I do usually, I just pour the olive oil in the pan like this and just rub them together. So how many chicken breasts? I got 8 chicken breasts, so a little bit more than I need. You don't have to be worried about getting dirty when you cook. You know, put your hands into it. No big deal. There you go. Alright, so now I'm going to put a little more olive oil. It adds a little bit more flavor. Okay, so now I've rubbed all my chicken breasts in olive oil. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of sea salt. That's help, you know, enhancing the flavor a little bit. Don't have to put a whole lot, you know, like, I don't know, maybe a teaspoon top for those chicken breasts. There we go. I'm never scared of, you know, putting salt in my food. Like people say, oh, it's high sodium. Who cares? You need sodium. You need sodium for a well-balanced health. The problem is people eat too much sodium. Sea salt is a great source. Actually, it's the best source of sodium. It's the best salt. So make sure you use them in your recipes. And a little bit of black pepper. There you go. See what I do? I just put a little bit on top and just rub them together, and it's good enough. So now the fun part begins. So you take your chicken breast, they're all, you know, rubbed in olive oil, you've put your salt, you've put your pepper. Now what you have to do, oh, it's just sticky. I'm gonna wash my hand for a sec. There you go. Now you gotta stuff those things. So the first step is to take some garlic. Okay, use a teaspoon. Don't be scared. You know, I've used this recipe on first dates before, and it actually worked, because that's what I did for my girlfriend actually when we met, and she's still there. So that's a good sign. That means a good recipe. So you could pour, you know, some garlic. I put a little bit more, too much, I guess. There you go. A little bit garlic on the bottom of the chicken breast, in the chicken breast. Then you sprinkle some walnuts. So sprinkle some walnuts on your chicken breast. There you go. Perfect. And some spinach. See what I did? I've put my spinach in a bowl and I microwaved it for about a minute. It shrinks actually your spinach, so it's easier to cook with, especially when you stuff your chicken breast with some spinach. You know, stuffing it with regular, you know, spinach leaves would be difficult. So if you put it in the microwave for about a minute, they're going to come down in size because the water is going to come off the leaves, and it's easier to stuff your chicken breast after that. So there you go. You put some spinach. There you go. And then you just fold them in half. That's it. See? There you go. I'm just going to put this one aside. And you do it for all the chicken breasts and you cook. So same process for all the chicken breasts. Okay, so now work is done. I've butterflied everything, you know, stuffed everything. See, I've put actually in 2 pans. I got 8 chicken breasts, they're all stuffed. I've preheated my oven at 400 degrees, and we're going to put it for 20 minutes. And then bring the heat down at about 325 degrees for an additional 30 minutes. So there you go. They're going in the oven for about 20 minutes now. Alright, it's been about 45 minutes now. You know, for 20 minutes I've baked. They've been roasted at 400 degrees. Then reduced the heat to about 325 for about 25-30 minutes. So there you go. Perfect. Wow. Look at that. They're well roasted, golden chicken breast, you know, stuffing seems to be, everything seems to be well cooked. So there you have it. Roasted chicken breast with spinach and walnut stuffing. It's kind of it sounds fancy, it tastes awesome, and seriously, that's something you can do, you know, when you have people over. Even, you know, if you invite a date for supper, for example, you can do that. Actually, the date is going to be impressed with it. So I used it, so make sure you use it. Alright, let's see you next time. Take care.